time again for another Cool Tools show and tell. Today my guest again is Jordan Bunker. Jordan is a freelance engineer, designer, artist, prop maker based out of Oakland, California. He's also a former technical editor for Make Magazine and a BattleBots robot builder. Jordan Bunker, what did you bring to show us today?
So today I have something that I recently found out about a couple months ago that's actually super useful. I use super glue a lot in my work, and if you just use what the bottle that it comes in, you end up getting it everywhere. It no matter what, it always ends up stuck to your fingers or your clothes or whatever. So I was really excited to find out about these ZAP Flexy tips. These actually fit on the end of your glue bottle. So this one has another nozzle that goes on, and they just slide onto the tip and turns it into a super precise little channel for you to kind of like very precisely distribute the glue. It's great for getting into tiny little cracks where normally you just shove the nozzle in there and squeeze and hope that it wicks everywhere, but this lets you put it exactly where you want it without making a huge mess. It's really important if you have something that's like painted or something that needs to look nice to not make a big giant glue drip. So it's been super useful for me.
For sure. And I'll admit I have the exact same ones. When I saw that you were going to be talking about them, I can also vouch for these. I mean, I think for anyone who's done model making, and I'm not one of those people, but I think that these are pretty common in like the model making world. But for me, they were a real game changer. Not just because of the extra, all that extra length, like that hummingbird-like length of the actual, tip is really good for control, because you get that eventually. It's not just the drop that you're getting being really small, but it's also the level of control you're getting just moving that through. But where they really saved me is not crusting up the tip of my CA glue. Because I think that same ZAP CA glue that you had there, I've got a bunch of different bottles, but invariably they all crust up. Without some kind of tip on them, they crust up, and then I'm breaking them out, and then I'm using pliers to degunk the tip of the CA glue, and it's nasty. But if I keep these on them, and sometimes I have to kind of bend them, and then they get clogged up and I have to cut them, but they've been really helpful for me to be able to get at my CA glue and keep the top from getting all gunked up. Definitely agree there. Yeah, it extends the life of your glue bottle. And the other thing too is like the name says, they're flexible. So it's not like a rigid tip. You can really kind of push it against the material and get it to really lay exactly where you want it, so that you're not making a mess. Yeah, and I think they work well with because the bead that comes out of them is so small. It helps if you're trying to get into a little crack, a little crevice or something. Glue, and usually if you're gluing two things together, that's exactly what you're doing. I think you get a little bit better. What is that effect called? It's where it'll actually capillary effect. Yeah, capillary action, where that little crack will draw in the glue better, because it's just not a mess, and then you're getting an even more invisible bond, right? Definitely, yeah. I haven't tried it. There's CA glue comes in a variety of different kind of thicknesses, so they have a really thin stuff, and that's something that I think where this would probably really shine. I haven't tried it yet. But yeah. Cool. And remind me how much they are. It's been a while since I bought them, which I think is actually a testament to these, because I haven't run out of them yet, but I do change them pretty frequently. I think they're $7 or less. They're not expensive at all. I think you get 24 for $7. And I've had these for months. I like you said, I often clip the tips off just to reuse them again. But there are a variety. I think there's a couple different companies that make something similar. I haven't tried the other ones, and I've been so happy with these, I'd probably just rebuy them. So, all right, you can find more of Jordan's tool recommendations over on the Cool Tools YouTube channel. You can also find thousands of reader-recommended tools like these at cool-tools.org.